I just thought, if I had a brain on my shoulders, I should have got the Gregorian chant, shouldn't I, for the opening instead of this tavern music. It's a bit too festive for what we're about to do today. Is there one on YouTube? Hang on. What about this? Yeah, man. Or is it a bit self-serious? No, I shouldn't be looking so prideful, should we? Everybody, heads down. Because today we are entirely locked in the monastery. Prediction is live. I'd be very surprised if anybody went on Team 2 today with any kind of... It's heresy, isn't it, just? Who is this Gregorian chant anyway? I've heard a lot about his music, but there's nothing on Spotify. He's a friend of Vic Chestnut's. It does put you in a different mood, right? God be with you. Bear, Gwynblade, Coffeeton, Siddles, Chaz, Cats, Trim. Well, good stream, everybody. Well, I like this. Do I like this? I don't know if I like this. Right, first, before I get into the game and we get on with working out which of the Turkey Doomas in the monastery is the mole. Well, not the mole, but the prisoner hiding out in there. I need you all to do something for me. Can somebody click the cog at the bottom right of chat and click pop out chat and see if it works for you on Chrome? Because I usually have chat full screen with OBS in the top right corner, as minimalist as possible. But for some reason it wouldn't pop chat out for me and it drove me mad, so I've had to go to Edge and open it. So it works on yours, Trim. So if it's working on your Chrome and it's working on Edge, I wonder if it's a Chrome extension I've got that's fucking it up. Weird. Get fucked. You're not in a sassy mood this morning. Oop. Did someone spike your Play-Doh? Right, welcome to the stream, everybody. In the Sasau Monastery, there is a gentleman who used to be a gang member who was chased out and had to flee into the monastery to hide away from the rest of the gang. I have been tasked by the gang to go into the monastery, chase him out, and snap him up. The only way to do so is to gain entry to the monastery as an actual full-fledged novice. So I did that with some backwards ways, and now I am one of the novices of 5. One of the other novices is guilty. I need to find out which one it is and bring him to justice. I don't eat Play-Doh anymore, they've skimped out of the flavouring. Shit. I'm assuming it works on Firefox, right, Bear? I guess it's all just the same. It's the same as Edge for me. I like that music. Let's go live with that every time. I feel more relaxed. Someone's gone on Team 2. Someone's hedging, right? Given that, 200 grand's gone on Team 1. I might just jump out of one of the monastery windows just to see what Team 1 do. Just to see how they react. The music's back. Oh shit. Jesus Christ be praised. We are in the monastery. Somewhere in here, one of these white-robed maniacs is the villain. They are lying about their identity, and they need to be brought to justice. My name is Henry. Completely naked in terms of gear. Novice in the Sasau Monastery. Somehow we need to work out which is which. So then, good morning. Nobesis. On first impressions, which one do you think did it? We need to reacquaint ourselves, don't we? This is Antonius. They all suspect each other as well, because I kind of was a bit too honest and admitted to everything. This is Yodok. Are they all out here? They are, aren't they? This is Siskin, and we don't really know much about Siskin. Where's the other guy? Hello? The other guy's missing. Scheming, no doubt. He's probably in his bedroom turning into a lizard. As all villains do. Let's meet this Siskin character and get some information. Sothan, are you well?
Talk to me, brother.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
Joined the gang. You made some coffee only to realise you don't have any cream. So then you're going to have to drink it like an adult, heaven forbid. So this guy used to be filthy rich, but his parents didn't believe that he could handle it, so sent him to the monastery. Is that because the second in... No, so that makes sense because he's the youngest.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
That is kind of fucked. Like an adult, Lord help me, Stubbler, I will discipline you. Is it not universally agreed that black coffee is for adults and anything else is for children? I'm not used to gatekeeping, so that'd be nice. That's bullshit, I completely am. Sent so many bastards to a monastery in CK3. What, to the graveyard in the back?
They must have realised you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder.
Indeed so.
Ooh. Press 1 to rob him blind. I'm just writing down a little character sheet here. Siskin. Rich father. Stole money before joining. Can't be trusted. Genuine question, do people put milk in coffee in America or just cream? Isn't cream in America just... No, wait, is it... It's a name for something that we don't call cream, right? It's like some coffee product.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can.
Ooh, wants
I'll
to
wait another
escape.
year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
If you want to drink bitter shit without anything to offset it, that's on you and your dying taste buds. So cream is a coffee product, Gwynblaine, that's milk and a sweetener mixed in one, I think. Yeah, there we go. If you want to offset the bitterness, just don't want to add sweetness. I think cream, it's like short for creamer, which is a specific thing, right?
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself. Especially the part about the coin.
I'm still curious about this treasure trove of yours.
It's no big terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab so the others don't find it.
Okay. So he's got a secret book.
What kind of a book is it?
Is it the Necronomicon?
I found it here in the library. It was on a shelf where it should never have been. So I hid it to read later. It's the Necronomicon. Ghosts, demons, and invocations of powers beyond our world. Only it's written in a strange language that I can't really make sense of.
Welsh.
Bara this and bara that. Who knows what it means? I tried to count the syllables, read the words backwards, but nothing. I'm not getting anywhere with it.
Oh, I'm not too sure what the prior or the cicada would say about a book like that. Actually, what anyone would say.
Henry.
Sounds quite
Henry.
prohibited.
Ah, prejudice.
Henry.
But you're right, it is prohibited. For no good reason, though.
Henry.
Has knowledge ever done anybody any harm?
It's not done Henry any harm. He's completely forgotten the fact that he stole it 3 or 4 streams ago and handed it over to the fucking guy in Rat Eye, the apothecary. Satan, welcome to the street. I am still monkeying around, yeah. It's funny that Satan pops into the channel and the Necronomicon gets mentioned.
If it wasn't harmful, it wouldn't be forbidden.
That's a rather limited view of the world. Some write about the saints, others about demons. And an educated person should know both. Pity I can't understand a word it says. And I've been trying for quite a while. Just please don't tell anyone about the book. If the brothers learn that I took it from the library and hid it, I'll be in a lot of trouble. Our brothers' minds are closed to a thirst for knowledge.
I'll leave you be. Don't worry, I won't follow you again.
Thank you. And please, Gregor, don't mention it to anyone.
Okay, so... I kind of want to know who he thinks. What we'll do is we'll have a list on my little character sheet here of these, who he thinks the bad guy is, right? And what about the psychedelic...
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices.
Barad this and do that. Right. Does he suspect any of these novices?
Tell me about Antonius.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with, of course, the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
Okay, Antonius, he doesn't suspect. Yodok.
I'm interested in Yodok.
What could interest you about him? He's a no-good rat. He'll turn you in for the price of a turnip. I'd bet my life that if he wasn't here, he'd be a cumin scout, bowing and scraping for a few grosh.
That
Okay.
doesn't sound too flattering.
It wasn't meant to. No matter what you do here, watch out for him. He's got his
Okay.
eye on everyone, and he'll rat on you for even the slightest of infractions.
So myself then, yeah. Don't think he wants us to remember that. Oh, you don't think Henry wants to remember the whole part with the fucking Necronomicon?
What can you tell me about Lucas?
It's a tricky situation with Lucas. No one really knows anything about him. I've tried so many times to talk to him, but he always backs away like a virgin on a wedding night.
We know what Lucas is afraid of, or not afraid of, but we know what he's worried about doing. So Siskin suspects Yodok. I'll carry on. Good morning. Coffee, diet, cola, nicely seasoned scrambled eggs and bacon cooked in a combination of butter and fried bolognese grease, bologna grease. Perfect morning breakfast to watch this shite stream. Coffee, cola, scrambled eggs, bacon, all cooked in I'll carry on. Yeah, man.
That's all. Thanks.
You'll be watching me talk to all these people to try and find out who the mole is. Azar, good morning. Sex all the monks, you'll be able to tell who the bad guy is because of how well lovers know each other. Oh yeah, the bond.
I think the one I'm looking for is you.
No, I didn't mean to press that.
Lost your mind.
I didn't mean to... Listen,
What
calm.
on earth makes you think that?
That's not true.
My being unfit for holy orders doesn't make me a former assassin.
Stop. It's alright, it's fine.
True enough.
Relax. Okay, I got away with that.
I won't tell you more, and I'd like you to keep silent about this too.
You're talking about killing in the monastery. I really should report it.
No.
Would you do that? I have a feeling you wouldn't.
You're right. I'll keep it to myself.
High speech.
I've got problems enough of my own without involving myself in yours. And besides, I mean to be gone from here within a year, so why should I care what happens with the monastery?
Thank you, Siskin. I appreciate it.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. So he suspects Yodok. I think it's one of the guys in the background. They're all digging. Yeah, look. They're all burying something. Oh, no. Can I steal? Can I, like... Am I going to get a bollocking for doing this? No? Lovely. I wonder if there's enough stuff here that I could, like, make... I've got nothing on me, have I? Let's get a few herbs, and then if I need to make some kind of poison or something while we're in here. I might be in here for a while, right? Get some chamomile, get some booze. What's with you saying, yeah, man, all the time? It's hard to explain, Siddle. It's involuntary, I'll be honest. It's the trolls in World of Warcraft. It's their, like, greeting or whatever. Also, it's half to do with a streamer I've been watching a lot lately. Oh, we've all been watching, Sun Glitters. It's what they cheer, yeah. Stream's only going 15 minutes, and I already think we should stop Americans from eating and drinking. They're all mental. Stop them from eating and drinking. Oh, I need to stay out here for my daily schedule, don't I? That is fact, as are is true. In the cloister. I entered the monastery and was amazed to find how different, complicated and nonsensical everything seemed in here. Novice Antonius offered to show me the ropes. Brewed 2 digestive potions for Brother Nebulus. I gave him the fruits of my daily labour. So the in the cloister section of this is just to behave like a monk. Then there's this, right? My name is Brother Gregor, and I'm a monk in Sasau Monastery. Now, it seems someone tore pages from an old book and hid them around the monastery. With a little effort, it should be possible. Has this been translated to Yorkshire just so I feel at home? Seems someone tore pages from an old book and hid them around the monastery. With a little effort, it should be possible to put it all back together. I found, like, 2 of those pages, though, didn't I? But I suppose... Is there going to be any pages around here somewhere? He's just trolling. I can't really go anywhere else, though. Let's speak to some of the other guys while time's gone. Because I'll get a bollocking if I leave my duties, which at the moment are just... I don't know, pretend to do some gardening by the look of things. Right, let's speak to Antonius, see who he suspects.
Gregor, talk to me.
And like you say, so, then I think it might be the case that Antonius is actually the bad guy.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices.
Right.
What can you tell me about Siskin?
That there's no man alive less suitable for the monastic life than him.
Okay.
You don't know young Lord Capon.
I've heard things. Siskin must have been like him. Fighting, drinking, fornicating. But then he ended up in here.
Wait, I thought you said he was rich and famous and...
Why is he in the monastery?
No one knows. Maybe he's hiding from something. Or maybe he's being punished.
Do you think he has a secret?
Don't we all? But unlike the others, he absolutely refuses to speak about his life before the monastery.
No, he doesn't. He told me everything. Is that because I've got high speech? Ginger Baker's like, oh.
Why is he in the monastery?
Oops, shit.
No one knows.
Do you think he has...
Don't we all?
That's all I wanted to know about him.
Okay, so...
Thanks.
He doesn't trust him at all, does he? What about Yodok?
What about Yodok?
Be on good terms with him. If you show even the slightest hint you don't like him, he'll make your life hell. He's a slimy little pedant who'll rat you out to the superiors. Once he finishes his novitiate, I imagine he'll want to climb his way up the ladder to at least Sir Cater. He's a man who enjoys ordering others around.
Do you know Yodok? Not Yodok. It reminds me of... There's always someone in a friend group, right, that's like, oh, watch out for him, watch out for him, watch out for him. Oh, be careful around that person. Oh, you know what this person said about... And that person's always the lowest, like... What's the word? Not confidence? Self-confidence? What's the word? Highest insecurity. Is Antonius the gossip because he's insecure about his past as a bandit?
I'm interested in Lucas.
No one knows much about him. He doesn't talk to anyone. He works, eats, sleeps, then does it all again the next day. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible. By it, I mean his entire life.
Worm tongue, yeah. So he thinks Yodok isn't. He thinks neither of them are to be trusted. But if I was to ask him which one which one he thinks it might be, I don't think you could pick between these two. Shall we just say he distrusts Siskin and Yodok? I don't know if I know anything about this guy, though.
That's all. Thanks.
It keeps wanting me to... Mostly Yodok and a little Siskin. Okay, I'll put a circle around the J. I want the fucking gardening time to finish so I can go and... I think I need to speak to the librarian, don't I? We know about Siskin. This is the guy with... Is this Lucas? No, this is Yodok. What do we reckon?
What troubles you?
Do we know about Yodok's past?
I'm interested in the other novices. What can you tell me about Siskin?
Oh, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
I don't understand. It seems like they're all talking... Like, the way they all talk about Siskin, they've got a different story than he's got, and they've got a different story to each other.
Sounds like you don't have much time for him.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to think of it, I haven't seen him at morning prayers for a while.
And Lucas?
I'm interested in Lucas.
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide.
See, this is it,
I'd
right?
keep well clear of him if I was you.
Do you have any grounds for suspecting him of something?
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circuitous who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never punish anyone without cause.
See, here's the thing, right? I think with Lucas, I think the writing's a little bit clumsy, and it's like they all suspect him that he's hiding something. Oh my God, he's hiding something. But because I had high speech, I walked into the discussion with Lucas and found out that he was homosexual, right? And that's obviously in fucking 1500. That's what he was terribly afraid that people found out, which was rousing suspicion that people thought he might be something else. I think that clears him a little bit, right? Because that's what was on his mind and that's what was troubling him. Siskin, it's pointing at Siskin being well off and snobby. And outside of Reddit, that doesn't automatically mean he's a bad person, right? Therefore, would it be... I've got to stop thinking, would it be written like that? It's either definitely Yodok or definitely not Yodok. But Antonius seems to be getting away with this, right? I thought you knew that because you read that somewhere. Well, my character apparently read it. I think I'd looted a book while I was looking for the Necronomicon bear. And Henry apparently knew this information. Oh yeah, that's why I knew it, because I had the information from a book that apparently Henry thinks I read, but I didn't. True.
Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
Is it Antonius? So, Yodok doesn't like Siskin. Siskin doesn't like Yodok. Yodok doesn't like Siskin. And Antonius doesn't like Yodok or Siskin. Where's Lucas? He's the only one that can fucking help us. Lucas, where are you? Lucas, help us. Oh, you're Siskin. Where's Lucas? That's Antonius. Where is Lucas? There. It's doing its best to be like, oh shit, it's not it's not Antonia. Exactly, Siddles, yeah. if the game's clumsy enough to write... Yeah, I mean, maybe it isn't clumsy writing, and maybe the whole gay revelation is because I accidentally broke the sequence on the quest, right, and learned it early. Maybe if we was interrogating Lucas for ages and he was acting suspicious in our faces, and then we found out the reason, then yeah, maybe I bust it by playing around it. Anyway, you. Yes.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Not a lot. I don't know him. Actually, I don't know much about him at all.
I don't know.
Except that he's not a stickler for rules.
That does help.
Are you joking? Don't you know anyone at all here?
Why should I?
I'd have thought you might want to know who you'll be spending the rest of your life with. I definitely do. In fact, I probably already know more about them than you do.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
We asked about Siskin first, didn't we? I assume we didn't know anything about...
Do you know anything about Yodok?
I don't. He doesn't like me, and he's on very friendly terms with the Circators. That's about it.
I'm assuming the Circuitors are like the police, right?
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell.
This
I've never
guy...
spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
Useless. All right. Okay. So what do we think? Like, where is it leading to? What? You're right, though, that it feels like a misdirect that Antonius is innocent in all of this. But if you were writing a video game, would you make it? Would you put the deception one step removed? Like, if you was writing this, I think the first thing I would do is make out that Antonio is completely innocent and everybody loves him, to make people suspect him, and then subvert that expectation, not the original one, right? Have Warhorse done it that way, or am I overthinking it based on a mechanical sense, and this is the least FCI I've ever been? Because everything's possible right now. Alright, it's about to be noon. What's our jobs at noon? I've been given a book with all the stuff I'm supposed to. It's like being in prison, this. What happens at noon? Work in the library. I do need to speak to somebody in the library, actually. Okay. Let's just look pretty. If I put a gun to your heads now and said, you need to arrest somebody on the spot right now, as being the villain, who would you go for? I'm thinking Siskin, but that might be because he's the only one we know a lot about. I'll take all these herbs, even if it makes the garden look disgusting. But Sothan's a Yodok man, or not a Yodok man, based on his complete lack of commitment to being Cole Phelps in this instance. I'm going to take all of these. As I say, what if I need some like night vision potion or something?
Greg,
Oh, shit.
talk to me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak to you.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Does this guy know anything about the... each of the monks? Can you tell me about the... Oh, yeah, there we go.
What can you tell me about the novices here?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yodok is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who I know nothing.
I don't feel like we're getting any information that we need here. I need it to become so I can ask about these books. Because if I get caught, put the gun away, I've done this quest before. Oh yeah, you'll all know, won't you? Trim'll know, Siddles'll know, Bear'll know. Shit. Okay, so we'll go do the library quest, because apparently I need to be in the library next. That's what's coming up. Let's wait for an hour. You watch. I'll get a bollocking for waiting and not, like, actively taking part. Let's duck out there. I really like this. I think this is cool.
Peace be with you, brother.
Yes, I know I'm neglecting my daily schedule. I was told that I'm allowed to. Okay, where's the library? We know where the library is, don't we? I may have paid it a visit once or twice. Yeah, I can just speculate along with you as best I can without telling you it's actually Radzig. That's why he said he was fine with this, because he knows that the actual answer. Go to work in the scriptorium, report to Brother Cyril, the librarian. Is this the scriptorium? Surely, right? Books. Monks. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here working. Is it this guy?
What would you like?
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. But I've no time for idle chat. I transcribe books from dawn till dusk. I've been doing it for years, and I'll be doing it till the day I die.
What, you do nothing else?
It is my penance and my blessing. And now, brother, if you don't mind, I'd like to get this page finished.
Oh yeah, I just thought, right, if a book was to have another edition, or even just another copy, at this time they'd basically have to just sit and write it out by hand, wouldn't they?
Talk to me, brother.
Just literally copy it by hand. Okay. Here we go.
Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
So the abbot has notes on the other... Ooh.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book. Do you know what it is?
It appears to be a page torn out of Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who? Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
So a guy, if anything, had a mention of a female in it at all, he threw it out and burned it up. That's somebody that had urges he couldn't control. What he needs is the Labour government currently. Tuft really adds to his chest. It's his hair island there. Good thing the Bible had copy protection and DRM, otherwise whenever it was retranscribed it would have been open to interpretation and modified for the benefit of the people in power. I know, right? Thank Christ.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
Hang on a minute. Is this monk that stole Ovid's book about love and desire and apparently tore the pages up and threw them all over? Was he taking it to... Do you know what I mean?
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10 pages, I'll be most grateful.
I know, Goodblade, I know. it was literally a 2023 thing, right? We just didn't understand the severity of it until it hit. I've already got 2 pages, look good.
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be hidden anywhere, from the garden to the refectory.
Fine.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Bullshit. I reckon most of the pages are under his bed. Okay.
I'm here to work.
Good.
Females are the
This
devil
is
in
most likely
disguise,
the
it's
first
common
time
knowledge.
You've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a
Apparently.
bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
Oh, I'm going to have to sit and copy a book. Which table? This one? Is there actually a minigame involved in this? Oh, God. I don't know Latin. Was I supposed to learn Latin before I came in here? Which one? Tionem. That's not an S, is it? That's that. Look, I'm assuming just. Two fem? No, that's got an extra letter. Lupj A no. Is it nonem? It looks like nonem. Two fem? No. Fucking hell, what am I supposed to do this here? Which one do you reckon? It's definitely not an S, is it? The start of the third word. Chulupius et exordius. I think it's that one. If this is wrong, though, I'm going to get a rapping on my knuckles, aren't I? Nun gladiantipites in manibus. Manubus. Is it EUS? Philus, Israel, popular. No. They don't mention Israel anywhere. No. That one. Ah, this is fucked. And now the light's falling. It's definitely an S at the end. Phyllis, Israel, popular. Yeah. Is that correct? Oh, that sound is going right through me. I'm not drawing a dick on it, Bear. This is important. And it'd be just amazing if this was yeah, I'd already completed the game and this is just the way that you keep playing forever. Just do this every day.
That's a copy? You've completely ruined the parchment with your scribbling.
Fuck off. Did I fail that? Come on, I'm trying real hard here. I'm undercover. I do like the idea, Siddles, that the story ends with, and it's got like a cutscene, like at the end of a Bethesda game, and it says, and then there's Ron Perlman saying, and then noble Henry, who agreed to take on monastic duties to rat out the thief that was hiding in the monastery, actually quite liked it and lived there forever. Maybe like one of them Daft Jobs sims. It would. It wouldn't be too far off, right? Okay, but let's quickly, while I'm in here and I'm getting a bollocking, quickly check for parchment papers. Is that it? No. Because they're like a big thing, aren't they, with a red label on, if I recall. We found one at the end of yesterday's stream. I really wish I had a torch, but they wouldn't let me bring one. I miss being able to light stuff up for the stream. For you people. For your benefit. Hello. Jesus Christ be praised. Am I getting a bollocking for going in here? Oh, Henry, don't you know paper and ink are so scarce? Oh, there's one. No? Well, I tried my best. That's definitely one. Page torn from a book. Yeah. Am I going to have to search the whole castle for these things? I suppose I am, right? Okay, good. I think I'm still passing as a monk. Can I just ask? I bet this was super unpopular with normal players. I can't imagine a sequence break like... not sequence break. I can't imagine a pace shift like this landed very well. I'm enjoying it though. Copied the book in the Scroptorium across my daily duties. Once I finished, I handed the work over to Brother Librarian. I hope he's satisfied with the job. Maybe the dick was a bit too much. This is where the German version of it ends. I opened this, didn't I? A torch would be really nice. Most people who played the game weren't the normal gamer group. This is true, yeah. This is true. This is attracts a specific breed, right? So I imagine that they were kind of alright with it, knowing what they were going in for. What's this? The evil morals in Bohemia. There isn't any. It was infuriating when doing my second playthrough, trying to effectively beat the game in a speed run. Yeah, I can imagine. If you're doing it just for, or if you're not doing it to fully enjoy it, and you're doing it as like a checklist thing, I bet this is awful. KCD was where he got popular because of the fame from the first game. Yeah. I remember at the time, I knew 3 people that played this game. 4. Trim, Augur, Fandir, Wardoge. All of them absolutely fucking adored it at the time. So for me, it was just this game that I didn't know many people that had played it, but the ones I did adored it. All scum. Worst of the worst. Okay, so I guess I just have to look at the book now to see what we're doing and when. It's good for Shrink House, right? It means we can just sit here and play our monkey duties and get away with murder on a Thursday afternoon. So, wait, I'm going doing nothing until afternoon worship. Does that mean I can look for some books? There's got to be some pages. Yeah, yes. Yes, okay, good. Alright, there was a torch in that cupboard. That's perfect. Do I want to be... Hello, brother. You're neglecting your daily schedule. Everyone's coming in to eat, look. Give me a torn page. I've searched the library. Oh, the hype was ironic. Seeing you use a word like hype is making my skin itch. There's no page in here. Although this might have been where I found that page yesterday.
Novices have no business. Isn't a place for you.
Sorry. Am I not allowed a torch? Imagine if you'd not misread this. Oh, iconic. I thought you were saying that people didn't actually like this game. The hype was just ironic. The hype was iconic. Am I trespassing in here?
With you, brother.
Hello, yes. Jesus
What is
Christ.
that? Where did you get it?
I'm allowed a torch, aren't I? Am I going to get kicked out of the monastery because I'm carrying a torch? Oh, this is where I found the other one, isn't it? Yeah, I found one of the pages in here yesterday when I was doing my fucking defense against the dark arts or whatever it is. Give me pages. I want to find one before I have to go for... There. Okay, that's 4. What if I have to sneak into someone's bedroom? An important thing that the librarian said before is that the abbot has the abbot has a list of all of his kind of notes on all of the novices, so maybe he has, like, opinions on all of these people. Or of where they came from and that kind of thing. Uptown, monkey what? I was going to, Kitten, go with... there's another page. Good. Okay, that's 5, is it? Kitten, welcome to the stream. I was going to go with Monkey Called Medina, but I don't know if that song's as acceptable as it used to be. More's the pity.
This looks like the dregs after a night's drinking. Who could be coming here?
What? Oh, it does as well. Nasty Habits. Fuck, that's a good great stream title in itself. Gwynblade, I went around Monk Borland about 50 different directions trying to work out if I could squeeze it in somehow. Nasty Habits. Fuck off. Good afternoon. Right, did I get a load of side? No. Nasty Habits is. Let's investigate this while we're looking for pages. Someone is sneaking into the cellars at night to drink wine. I'm pretty sure that's against the rules. Could find more by going down the cellars at night and having a look. We're still trying to work out who the bastard is, Kitten. Who the villain in the monk is. We're just living a complete monk's life at the moment. Let me look down in here for some torn pages. I could sleep and save down here, but then I'll be late for what was my next monkey business? Actually, I'm going to have to go into the light, aren't I? What was the other stuff? I had a few other stream titles. But if I sit and talk about it now, you'll all go and say them all and I'll ruin it. So I need to be... 4 p.m. We need to go for afternoon monkey business at 4 p.m. Time is currently... not even 2. We've got time. Cyberpunk 1403. Shit. Hey, this is the bedrooms, isn't it? Hey, I wonder if... not Sigismund. What's he called, our mate that's got all the money? Siskin. Should we just check all of the... I need to look for the what's it's called anyway, don't I? The pages. But if I can get away with it... Okay, there's a page. There's 6. That's not. Isn't that not proof that the guy's been one of the monks has been taking the pages out of the book, saying it's because it's heresy, but actually just masturbating with it. Clearly. No, don't sleep, Henry. Henry, don't sleep. I pressed the wrong button. I hate that when you accidentally sleep in a bed in real life. Again? Hello? See if we can find Siskin's millions. I wonder if we can take Siskin's money and then bribe him with it. Nah. And then bribe him with it to own up to the fact that he is actually a turbo bastard. Page from Tom Book. Lovely. Okay, then I bet there's loads of these instead of just a set 10. This might be my bed. No, Rob.
What do we have here? A nice sharp dagger. Now what would a monk need that for?
It happens to me all the time. I see a bed and I just immediately nap in it. That's called being in your 30s. This is mine, is it? The monks use that dagger for unboxing videos. Oh shit, yeah, I need lockpicks, don't I? Fuck. That's got to be Siskin's then, right? It's locked because it's got a lot of money in it, but if he's locked it, isn't having that level of privacy against God? Dried cheese. Is there such a thing as dried cheese parmesan, maybe? Oh, that's for some reason that's hit me as one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard. I've never even thought about dried cheese before. Right, we're due down there for monkey business at some point. And of course, a real man can't use anything but a fucking massive combat knife without being a girl. It's true. Fuck, I need lockpicks, don't I? No, you've got to get one of them super awesome butterfly knife things going, Blade. Super awesome, super cool. Alright, I need to be down for monkey business. If God needs a lockpick, he's a fraud. Yeah, true. Why can't I just use his, like, Jesus powers to get in? No, he's not Jesus, is he, God? Right, monkey business. Where are these fucking pages? Is it actual monkey business and I'm missing it? No, it's not started yet, but it will be shortly. I'm supposed to be in the scriptorium right now. I'm going to get a fat bollocking for not living up to my duties. I checked all these historically, didn't I, to look for the Necronomicon. I'm going to get one of them military backpacks as well, so people know what I'm all about, but get it off Team. I don't know if I've told this story on stream, but our dad told me recently that it's our dad's wife's grandkid, little Bane. How old is he, Gwynblade? He's like 5 or something like that. Apparently this kid had some big flashy like 80s glasses on, you know, the ski glasses with the... I don't fucking know either. With like the super colourful like gradient. You can picture it, can't you, from the 80s, the orange and all that stuff. He had these fucking glasses on. And my dad said, he said, bloody hell, they're all right. Where'd you get them from? He said, they're... No, what did he say? He said, they're all right, they're flashy. And apparently the kid said, yeah, these are Temu from China. As if it was a designer brand. Fucking brilliant. Damn. Yeah, Dr. Tidris. Fucking hell, prestigious. From the mouths of babes, absolutely. We've all said dumber stuff, right? Ooh, cobwebs I need as well. Cobwebs are good for alchemy for some reason. Okay, monkey business is about to start. Is there anywhere else I can check while I'm around? The fact that I found one of these torn pages in one of the people's beds makes me think that there's a real chance that they're inside locked chests. Who do you think of all of the suspects would be the most likely to get me a lockpick? Siskin, maybe? Or Antonius? That's the abbot, right? Isn't that the big man? That's the prior. I want to know where all the other nerds are.
Brother, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately. It will never happen again.
Really? I'll pretend nothing happened, but this is the last time, brother. Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your place? Don't you know where you're permitted to enter and where your presence is forbidden?
Brother.
Very well, brother. I accept my punishment.
Now, show me what you have on you. I must confiscate anything that's not allowed in the monastery.
No, please let me have my torch. Please. I'm in prison again. I lash myself. Jesus Christ, people. No, I'm going to miss monkey business. Oh, fucking hell. I spend an entire... 12 hours in solitary confinement. I bet as a parent kitten, that sounds lovely. All that for... And if they've taken my torch as well. I finally had a torch. God, life in prison sucks. Not life in prison, life in the monastery. Is that your favourite streamer, Gwynplaine? Yes, I know it. No, wait. How about... Have I still got my torch? Twats have taken it. Okay, wait. If I'm in the prison and I've exited at 4 a.m, maybe this is the time where I can go and see if that guy's been drinking at night, right?
Peace
Hello.
be with you, brother.
Peace be with you. Jesus Christ be praised. Right, where's the... Where? There. Get past me, knobhead. Is that guy down here drinking? Tom took Theo to his parents the other day and I expected him to be gone for a few hours. He said he'd be staying there all day and it made me really sad. Wait, it's the cicadas that were down here drinking? Maybe it's a little bit too late because they're already going to mass, aren't they? Balls. I really need another torch. It's just bread and cheese. Some might start to get to thinking you like Theo, kitten. It's a prison inside of a prison, yeah. Okay, it's so fucking dark right now. Nasty hobbits. Each day the monastery begins and ends with a communal prayer followed by a mass. It seems I can somehow excuse myself from prayer, but attending mass is compulsory for all. Fucking hell. Alright, let's go to mass. Don't go saying that kind of stuff, it might hear you. I really want another torch. This is just open now. I'll get caught robbing. Well, it's time.
This is not a good time for questions, brother.
Yeah, I know, but... Oh, fuck it. Thanks, kid. I spy, with my little eye, something beginning with... P. Go. Like a kid in church. It's almost kidding like I am a kid in church. No pompous, no penis, no p-word, no patzer, no priest, no paedophiles, no piano, no no flaccid penis, no font, no piousness. An idle mind is devil's worship, isn't it? It's almost like I'm in here on ulterior motives, Coffeeton, right? No pulpit, no. It's not P words, I'll carry on, thank you very much. Bods, can we get a 2-week ban on I'll carry on, please? Barbit. Pulpit. Pizzazz, that's it, Alkirian. I'm dripping with it today, as you can tell. I don't know what I'm going to do, though. Like, I don't... Like, I could find these books. Mods remove an electron from every atom in his body. Peter Beardsley. It's the old razzle dazzle. I'm genuine, by the way. There's something I can say that begins with P. We've got nothing better to do, have we, while we're doing monkey business? Oh, is it over? Pissiness. Jesus Christ be praised. We done? Pagans. No. Oh, I need to get out of here, don't I? How are we going to find out who it is? I can't wait to just be riding with pebbles through the woods with the wind in our... Well, it would do the wind in our hair if Kitten hasn't picked the fucking haircut. Imagine going for long walks with Teresa by the riverside. Dice in the Sassow Inn. Purty smiles. None of the above. Imagine. Remember complaining about you knocking quests off? Yeah. Now I've been put on my ass. Pentagram now. I've only been here for 1 day. I know, I've signed up for a lifetime of this. Damn, this is a long time in prayer. Imagine how loud you'd feel like you're swallowing in this situation. They'd be deafening, wouldn't they? You know, when you worry that you're swallowing too loud. I wish I could see Pebbles, I really do. He's not far from here. The open world's right there. No partitions. Quality grouting. Unironically. Okay, fucking finally. Alright. I guess I have to wait though, because they won't let me out until fucking boyo brother librarian's gone. I've had my back sitting up too quick. Oh, fuck. That was morning prayer, was it? Oh, I've got to go and eat now. I searched this area though, didn't I? Can I leave? Bye. Oh, fuck off.
Brother? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere?
No.
Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really? Fine then. This time I will forgive you. But next time you'll be punished, just like everyone else.
Quickly.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
AM gang kitten, right? Right, wait, let's have a look. No! Okay. Lockpicks. Right. I've got to wait here until everybody leaves, apparently. Then I've got to go and eat, but I don't want to eat. Maybe I can search for some bullshit while I'm in here. What's this? That's full of money, isn't it? That's my first thought as well, kid. Shit, we've been warped. I need a lockpick. Who's bumholly? Well, Chaz, I need to speak to one of these nerds so they can give me a lockpick.
Not now, brother. After Mass.
We're all leaving. Right, let's follow. I reckon Lucas might be able to get me a lockpick. I don't want to be maths anymore. I want to be free. Okay, we're free. Right, let's follow Darth Vader. If I told you that this was the Empire, Darth Vader and Sidious escorting Luke Skywalker to some... Fucking see that? Old man Borgia's got some speed. The fuck's he? I don't know. Okay, Lucas.
Listen, brother. Is there anyone in the monastery who can help me get hold of something, well, something that's not so readily available?
If you're looking to get into mischief, I'm certainly not going to help you.
Fuck. They're all stood staring at me at the back, yeah. Stupid video games. Right, you. No.
Brother, where were you during Mass? Don't tell me you didn't know that Holy Mass is the foundation on which your life here is built.
You're right, brother.
This is your first warning. Don't do it again.
I was stood throughout the whole Mass, Circuiteer Stibber. That was the name of Mary's horse and rode.
What troubles you?
Right, you.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Oh, this guy can't get me anything. Oh, fuck off. Right, where's the other guy?
I've heard some unsettling news. I've been told you've lied about who you are the entire time you've been here.
Excuse me?
What do you have to say about it? Who are you really?
I don't have anything to say. If I'm not me, then you're not you. And that must mean we aren't talking together now.
Enough of that nonsense. Tell me who you are and what you're looking for here.
I'm Carl, or I was, and I was ordered here by my father. What do you mean looking for? I've no idea what you're talking about.
I can find out whether you really are the Carl we accepted here. If you are, no need to worry. All accusations against you will be withdrawn. But until I find out, you'll have to be isolated from the others.
Oh, fuck me. What did I do to get exposed? I missed 20 seconds of, not even 20, I missed 2 seconds of Mass, and I've been in prison twice. Fuck this game. What did I do? I don't even know how that happened. And a monk groupie. Yeah, he was off to bollock me kitten. He was getting 24 hours in jail. Well, I would fit in, Chaz, I'm sure, but it's not going to help me. What did I don't even know what I fucking did wrong. I went to... Mass was there, everybody was giving big monk stunts. And it finished. People were walking out. I stepped out. I'd like put 3 toes over the threshold, and it's like, brother. What did I miss? Some fucking silence. Heaven forbid. Say it. Apparently they know that I am the guy I say I am. And I don't know how. And I missed a tiny bit of Mass and got put in prison. Fucking hell. If you really want to fit in, tell them you're looking for little boys. And I'm back out here. What time is it? Fucking 5 AM. Have I got to go back to... Tell me I've not got to go back to monkey business up. Don't make me do monkey business again, please.
I've already given my boy a thrashing over this, but once I get my hands on the fiend with whom he cooked up this asinine plan, I will wring his goddamn fucking neck!
Calm down, my lord. You're in a monastery.
The insolence! Help him flee and then pretend to be him?
It's certainly an unfortunate incident, but there's no need for such agitation or profanity. We will take care of it.
Uh-oh.
Ah, that's him! Stop him!
Now I've got you, you bastard!
This is Carl's father, isn't it?
Fuck. Good heavens. If I don't kill Pius now, I never will.
I don't know who he is. Have I failed the whole thing? Have I completely botched the whole quest? We need to make a decision. Who do we kill?
I'll find you.
From what I've learned about you, if you're still in jail in this game, you'll find every way to... If there's a jail in a game, you'll find every way to get arrested. I failed everything so catastrophically. Run!
Is that the best you can do?
Alright, Flame Heartlet, no! I need to kill someone that I think's pious.
If you aren't a monk, be gone.
Wait,
Is someone there?
what's happening? I can't, this is terrible. What did I do? I still don't know how I hit the failure state, though.
What are you looking for?
I'm sorry,
No one's
Antonius.
allowed in here.
I'm gonna have to kill someone. Let's just pray I got it right. What am I doing? This is dumb. This is fucked.
Hey, you! Surrender! Don't move a muscle. You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
Oh, okay, fine. Wait.
Got you at last. Now you'll get what's coming to you.
What?
Don't pretend you don't know what's what, you whoreson.
Shaggy Dad, good
Here you
morning.
are wandering the land with a corpse on your back, getting up to all sorts of no good, and now you play dumb. Personally, I'd rather string you up, but unfortunately, all I can do is throw you in jail.
What's happened?
Mother of God save you, Henry.
Put me in jail then.
Get moving.
I hope you rot there.
What happened? How did I hit some failure state where they all found out who I was? What did I do? It took too long, maybe? I don't know. I've never... Yeah, maybe it's on a timer? It really did escalate quickly. Like, as a player, what am I supposed to learn there? I was enjoying that. I remember my password. Welcome back to the stream. I'm an old KCD enjoyer. I like the monos. Well, I was enjoying it as well. But unfortunately, apparently I failed everything, even though I followed all the rules. I'm so flustered for you, Jesus. I don't get what... Like... Oh... Is this going to be worse than when I fucked the Dark Brotherhood quest by accident in Skyrim? Hey, welcome to the stream, though, Password. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was enjoying that. I wanted to just live the monk's life. There must be some failure state that I hit. Did I... I've never seen the Carl's father sit. I wonder what happened. Jesus Christ be praised. I've got a terrible memory password, apart from for some things. And names is one of them, mercifully. Right, what could I possibly have done there that fucked it? Did I do anything to accidentally reveal my identity? I'm saying I've got a terrible memory, but I do remember names. Like, I inquired that there was a but asking for a lockpick in front of the entire congregation. No, I just said I've got ulterior motives, right? But the guy had already run past me at the time. I should say, if anybody's played KCD before, I would prefer if you don't answer our speculations, if that's okay. The rest of us are trying to work it out. The thing that's confusing me here is I am getting imprisoned, not for my crimes against the church. I'm getting imprisoned by the Sasau guards. So am I going to be taken out of the monastery and imprisoned in the city, I wonder? I suppose I was Coffeeton. Did somebody rat me out, maybe? You didn't toss enough Hail Marys. I couldn't if I wanted to. I don't remember screwing up in this game so much, let alone so badly. Maybe that's why I was too liberal with my... Did I tell anybody?
Aren't you meant to be in the monastery, lad?
I'm out. Freedom. Oh. Blue skies. Ah. It's only temporary, but this is the way. It's so beautiful. Sasau, I never thought I'd appreciate you this much. I'm very, 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 very hungry, though. Apparently, Chaz. Oh, I've got to go back to the... Do I have to go back to the monastery? Am I allowed back in? Please don't say I've got to go back in. I don't want to go back in. I failed the trial period, but I've still got... What I wonder now, because I failed to ingratiate, I failed to convince them that I was a monk. I wonder if now I've got to go back into the monastery in stealth. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not allowed to go in and pass as a member of the congregation. I've got to go in as a... You know? I don't know. I'm confused. You know what? I'm going for a quick midstream break. I shall be back. Chaz is in charge, and when I get back, I'm going to walk straight into the monastery, and I'm going to see if they'll let me in or not. Oh, right, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
God damn it, my stomach hurts.
Incoming ice drinks.
Imagine if I'd starved to death there while people had a prediction on. That would have been dumb. Chaz, thank you for the bits. Ruined your own perfect string. Midstream break, good work. Incoming ice drakes. Right, what's in this can? Paula, good morning. Oh. Tell you with the official brands, they make good strong cans, I'll give them that. Putin says fizzy orange. Paula says Pepsi Max cherry. Pebbles, I've missed you so much. It's been like 3 days, but I miss you so. Alright. I suppose the only thing to do now is to try and get back in the monastery. Satan says Pepsi Max Classic. Bear says ginger beer. Shaggy Dan says Pepsi Max. Chaz says protein. Azar says tropical. Alkirion says a humble and pious cola. And not a heathen filled with hubris called Pepsi. The answer, dearest Doomhaus. I never thought I'd manage to get a finesse with a Professor Peppy. Again. But I've only gone and done it. I'm sure, kitten, I'm sure. As soon as you said official can. Is that why you went with fizzy orange? Still trying to find that stuff. I don't think it's. I think it's too good for to stray outside of the European market. Alkirion. Right. Let's fill my belly up. I'm very tired, but I think we go back in. So, how am I going to do this now? Are they going to let me back in? Let's just walk in and pretend that nothing's happened. I've still got my monk's robes on. What if I go and get like a big handlebar moustache and just pretend I'm someone else? Go to Dollar General and get whatever orange soda they have that's close enough. It's locked. It's locked. I can't get. They're not going to let me back in, are they? Am I going to have to go get my stealth gear and then just fucking murder someone? Yeah, Alkirion meant Professor Peppy. So what am I supposed to do now? This is a real alternate path. Because I can't reload saves, can I? All I know about him is one of the novices. But I don't have enough evidence, right? That's your answer to everything. It's murder. I don't know what answers I've got left. This quest is written as if I can still do it. And now I'm going to have to kill him, right? I can't bring him to justice. We found a dagger by somebody's bed. Well, it did, kitten, yeah. Was it called Nasty Habits? Look, I can't do any of these anymore. But I can still kill Pius. You were doing so well. But the game has done a really bad job of telling me what I did wrong. If I knew who he was, I'd go in and slit the fucker's throat. It'd be easy, right? But I don't know who he is. Maybe what I have to do is wait until everybody...
No business out here.
I'm not a monk anymore. I'm not allowed back in my own fucking... Oh. Pie is pudding hot, pie is pudding cold. Do I just have to sneak in and kill him now? But I'm going to have to just guess which one. Like, the information I wrote down was that Antonius... Nah, the game's got a backup for this. The game just can't leave you in the wind like this. Especially, but then again, it has just failed me and didn't tell me what I did wrong, right? And none of us can work out what I did wrong, so... Are we all just daft? All we've got is guesses, right? Does the game have a backup plan prepared for this? And I've not got enough information on who did it. I think we can say that Lucas didn't do it, right? Because the whole idea is that he is hiding something, but not that. Which leaves Antonius, who told us we were innocent. But if Antonius was... It's like, would you make it look like this guy's super innocent so the player doubts his innocence and then something like that? Or is it... That's not good enough to go on. Or... Do we go the nuclear option and kill all of them? That's bad. That's bad, Henry. But what fucking option do we have? Because if I go sneak in there and I expose myself to one of the... Not like that. To one of the initiates, or whatever, the novices, then they're just going to... I'm going to get arrested again. But I fail to believe that the game has cornered me like here. But why didn't it tell me what I'd done wrong? Right, I've got my... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Fucking hell. I got 649 out of 188. Oops. I forgot that this was already full of stuff, right? Put away. Oh, balls. What did I do that for? Put all them away. I don't need all them marigold decoctions, do I? Put 10 of them away. It's going to take ages. Do I need powdered unicorn horn? Caparis, I don't know what that is. Oh, that was such a dumb mistake. Got fucking saddles and stuff I don't need. Jimmy Saddles. That's not tomorrow's stream title. That goes away, that goes away, that goes away. That goes away. No, I need the fucking silent shoes, don't I? Where have I got all the... Surely it's herbs. Look, 775 dandelions. Oh, that was silly. Right, put all the eye bright away. Lovely. To 319. Oh, I've got loads of blacksmith kits I don't need. I just put something away I didn't notice. Yeah, we're getting down there now, okay. Still not good though. Right. Wormwood away, lovely. I don't need these as books, do I? Press 1 to just not finish the game. Because I don't want to go back in the monastery. Agile as a weasel, I've already learned. We'll just run around outside. Is that the Tory manifest? Fucking hell. There's got to be some armour I don't need, right? I think I accidentally took the wrong shoes out. I want the silent shoes. I think I need the slippers as well. Oh, wah! Right. Stealth. We're going back in. Henry? I'm going to have to just go in and we're going to have to pick someone. Do we just kill the first person we see? Or do we kill them all to make sure I've got the right person? Because what if I go in, kill the wrong person, then I've got to go back to Sir Radzig and say, I know you said that I had to arrest this guy, but it's the wrong fucking guy. And if the game hasn't accounted for whatever happened there, nor has it told me what happened. Question. Do we think it was a bug? I don't. I don't think it was a bug. I think it was just a really badly designed way of explaining what happened. It wasn't a bug, was it? Do I have a dagger? I need a dagger for stealth purposes. Yeah. Is there any way that you could explain that away as a bug? Because I don't think so. Whatever happened, nobody told me that it was feeling like it. I wonder if I hadn't have tried to kill the guy, like try to kill someone at random, there would have been an explanation. You did so many mischiefs, I guess. But why didn't it tell me that that's what was happening? Like, why didn't it say you fucked up? Or, like, because the guy ran up to me, didn't he? The bald guy with the beard. He ran up to me and he said, "We've caught wind that this." But I wish I could have spoken to Ken's fat. Maybe I think I did. I made a mistake slightly by trying to, because it said if I'm gonna have to kill him now because I'm not getting back in here. So I was like, okay, well, that means I have to kill someone. Imagine fucking up. I know. I'm happy with fucking up. I do it all day on stream. I just want to know what I did. I want to know what my crime was, instead of having to guess. Anyway, evil Henry now. Pebbles, wait there. Nobody's going to know who broke into this fucking thing. With my horse outside. Let me in here. Please don't get caught. There's a novice in front of me. Press one to kill him. I'm going to have to go scorched earth on this because I've got no information. Whoever this novice is going to be our guilty man. Trim says do it. Any objections? Any objections? Speak now or forever hold your peace. That was what's his name? Siskin. Is objective completed? Is Siskin... No way, did I just get that right? My spiritual contemplation is in the order of St. Benedict is over. Farewell, Brother Gregor. Now back to these crimps. Let's hope they finally led me to the banding. What would Sir Radzig say? I don't know. Hang on. Is it on here somewhere? Did I get that right by accident? It looks like I might. Imagine if that's him. This all failed, right? I don't know where it was on here. Okay. Find out which one of the novices' pie has failed. Okay, well, a needle in a haystack is complete. I guess I'll go speak to the gang. Imagining a targeted approach to a problem and not going all IDF on them. Imagine. Go to the agreed place in the swamp. Okay. I mean, that was not the targeted approach, that at all. What I just did. That was a complete guess. But apparently, somewhere out in the woods. Are they even going to confirm it, though? The amount of quest stuff you just unlocked, failed, and completed is crazy. I'm fucked off though, because multiple people have said that quest is the best in the game, or one of the best in the game, or the thing they've enjoyed the most. And at least I wouldn't have minded seeing it instead of whatever happened right there. Just kill them all, it has to be one of them. Well, I thought about doing that, Shaggy Dan, but... So, Siskin was the guy that I just killed, right? Siskin was the guy with the rich father... Have I gone to the wrong side of the river? Jesus Christ be praised. Siskin was the guy with the rich father who was trying to escape his life because his father said he wasn't man enough to take over the empire, the whatever, the family tradition. I need to cross the river, but there's nowhere to cross it here, is there? I know it is Trim, yeah. And I wouldn't have minded seeing that as well, but my die was cast by the time I realised that was an option, right? That was not a choice. I had to just live with my lot once I'd done that. I'd have to go on a second run with Genry after this. Oh no! The quest you just started is the die is cast as well. I must have read that and known that. That must have been in my head. I'm not going to claim coincidence on that. It was probably just me forgetting that I'd read it 20 seconds before. This has been the dumbest stream. The problem is, right, luckily with Skyrim, when I made the mistake, I knew what the mistake was, I knew why I'd made it, I knew what the consequences were going to be as a result of it. The cutscene that played out was explained nicely. Everything was sort of, all loose ends were tied up, right? In this, I was following instructions, I stepped 3 inches away from where I was supposed to be in the monastery during monkey business, got a bollocking that made no sense, and then as I was leaving, I got ran up on. It was a very unique... Yeah! Fuck. But you've got to live with the consequences of your actions, right? Even if you can't explain quite what your actions were and whether you intended to do them. Can I get over the river here? There. 3 inches is massive, though. True, brother. Do you know, I was about to ask during all that, is there like a running joke in the KCD sphere of monks saying, brother, when you get caught doing something wrong? But I suppose if you get caught doing something wrong in this game, the quest just completely falls apart at the seams and spits you out on the other end, so there's not enough time to, you know? Siskin was the one, Bear. I walked through the door and just killed the first person in front of me because I couldn't really think what else to do. Religious folk, especially back then, were very unforgiving and rigid. It's easy to cross them, kind of like you and your ever-changing cola rules. This guy, he'll lie about anything just to get out of being wrong on the drink test. It's definitely a meme in 40k. I'm not sure about KCD. It just felt like every time I got caught doing something I wasn't supposed to do, the NPCs were like, brother, like that. As if that would very quickly become a thing everybody was joking about. But I suppose if you blink twice or walk 3 inches out of a room, that's enough to completely unravel the quest. 3 inches is massive. Tell that to my ex. Boom. Mic drop. Why? What was that? How big his was? From Space Marine or Dawn of War.
This looks like the place they were talking about.
I'm supposed to meet the light a fire as a signal to the bandits. Should we do this at night? Apparently not. Oh, that was terrible. Jam Wedge, welcome to the stream. How's it going, Jam Wedge? I've just catastrophically failed what people call the best quest in the game and killed somebody at random instead of spending 40 hours in that monastery living as a monk and working out who I was supposed to kill. I just guessed. So as you can see, Jam Wedge, it's nice to see you. Nothing's fucking changed. Now the monkey business is over. Can I tell you something you could have done during it?
Morning, sunshine.
After this.
Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva. Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides,
true.
We had to make sure you weren't followed. Or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business.
Please have got it
We
right.
heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it.
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
I didn't find anything unusual on him except for a lot of coin.
I'd say that's unusual for a monk, wouldn't you?
Well,
have you got it on you?
Oh, I needed the dice, didn't I? Okay, but I might be able to lie my way back around here. I should have fucking looted the guy. He had a lucky dice that I forgot about. If I'd gone into pickpocket on all of the monkey doomers, I would have been able to find the one with the dice in his pocket. That's how I could have fucking fixed it. Easy Green, welcome to the stream. I got kicked out of the monastery. Right, 3k. Money's worth fucking shit in this, who cares?
Great. Since that's the money we paid the bastard for a job he didn't do, I'll have it back.
Sure. Here you are.
Well, I never. Honest to God, Groschen, what are you so glum about? You didn't think I'd let you keep it, did you? Here's your share for the work you did. Not a Groschen more.
What now?
What now? You did your job. Welcome. We need people like you.
But what do you need people like me to do?
I'm just a crimp. All I do is recruit. Now you get to go to our camp and find out everything you need to know.
Where?
Are you seriously telling me you didn't notice the camp? Not too observant, are you? Well, there's a hill above Sasau, and on top there's an old abandoned fort. Only it's not as abandoned as it used to be. That's where the camp is. Go there and report to a fellow by the name of Eric. Tell him Kozliak sent you.
And they'll let me in just like that?
Good point. I almost forgot. Show this to them. It's our sign.
That's all?
That's all. You'll learn everything you need to know at Vranik. And hurry up. I've got a feeling there's something being planned.
All's well that ends well? Generally seeming more likely by the moment. I could have just walked up to them and picked their pockets, and the one that had the dice in his pocket, bing bang boink. Oh, fucking idiot. I need to take notes better, don't I? Because this guy's accent sounds exactly like Stephen Fry and Jimmy Nail. It sounds like somebody from down south trying to do a Manchester accent to me. Exactly, Chaz. I need to pick every fucking bumhole I can find. Oh. Yeah, I get it, Coffee. Like Trim says, was alluding to earlier, in Skyrim, when I was asked to choose entry into the Dark Brotherhood, which was an entire fucking quest line, I thought, I wonder if the game has it coded where I can just kill the person that's asking me to do this terrible thing, and I accidentally cut myself off from the entire Dark Brotherhood as well. So it's something I'm quite used to accidentally doing. It's just one of the downsides of playing blind and not reloading saves ever, right? Living with the consequences of your actions. Rest in peace, Brother Siskin. Do we know if he was guilty or not? Ooh, press 1 to go back to Sasau and check if Brother Siskin had a die in his pocket. That's worth doing. Hang on, Trim. I might be going back into the monastery. We'll talk after. We'll save it just for now. Yeah, go on then. Yeah, go on then, Trim, I suppose. But I don't think they're going to let me back in anyway, as long as it doesn't interrupt whatever I'm about to do. Alright, I'm doing it. Shaggy Dan, this was your idea. I just want confirmation whether it was the right guy. But you know what I'm worried about? I had a feeling I could Trim, yeah. It's just FCI purposes that was doing otherwise. Because I waited around during the gardening bit earlier, right? I thought playing I Spy was... Can I tell you all something? It was pillars. You guys went through about 40 different P words and didn't come up with pillars. And there was about 9 on screen. That was going to be my next clue. As in structural pillars. Right. Please say this works. 9p does. But that wasn't what I was spying with my little island.
What have you done now?
What's happened here? Who's this?
Who the fuck could have killed him?
No fucking clue, lad.
Surrender! Don't move a
What have
You're under arrest for breaking the law.
Very well. Go.
You were seen stealing. Personally, I'd rather string you up. But unfortunately, all I can do is throw you in jail.
What's going on there?
Are you pulling my pizzle? Don't you know who I am? You better watch your step, or I'll make things so
Worth a
bad for
try.
you, you'll be lucky to get a job slopping out piss pots.
What's your game, boy? I'm not going to swallow that one.
Pulling his pistol.
Jail? Alright, let's go and get it over with quick.
That was Alkirion, yeah?
It's all set up, specially just for the likes of you. Give me back the stolen goods. And show me what else you have on you.
Oh, I'm so fucking frustrated today. I had such high hopes for this fucking stream. So for those that are just arriving, I was like getting on with the prison duties, and then out of nowhere, I got accused of being somebody I'm not. They didn't explain how or why, and then in the melee, I got kicked out and arrested. Yeah, I had faith that everybody would be able to do a simple game of I Spy, Alkirion, it turns out. Jail time doesn't teach anything, just like in real life. Yeah, only in My Summer Car does jail time actually do anything. I will say, the guy didn't have the die on him. Did I kill the wrong person? Don't tell me who the don't
I break a few of your bones.
Shut your fucking mouth. Don't tell me who the actual guy was, but I can only think it was Antonius at this point. So since the monastery, I went to the camp Siddles, and they pretty much said they didn't tell me who the actual person that I killed was. I went back and killed Siskin. He was the first person I saw. I just snuck in and stabbed the guy in the neck. And then I went to the guy. I'm starting to think, what if this is one of the illusion of choice things and there isn't actually a pious? Don't confirm or deny if there is. There isn't actually a pious. And whoever you choose to kill. Because the whole idea is that... You're talking on an on-screen keyboard there, shit. Can I not eat from this? Oh, fuck me. Do I have anything in my inventory that I can eat? Maybe. No. I have to go buy some fucking food from the tavern because they won't sell me any. Alright, let's go and get accepted into this gang then. We'll go to Vranik or whatever it's called and we'll go and we'll go see what all this is about. The whole reason I did this is to get accepted into a gang.
God be with you.
Hello,
What
man.
would you like?
I would like... God, I look absolutely knackered. I'll buy 10 bacon, please, ma'am. Yeah, tell me about it, Trim. I'm sat like misty-eyed wishing that hardcore... I could play... Fucking hell, I could have eaten from this. Wishing that I could play hardcore. You can only save with schnapps. That's kind of cool. Is there like limits on alchemy as well? Because you can make unlimited save your schnapps. The alchemy. Is it like 8 times the cost or something? Right then. I bet it's a pain in the ass in the early game, yeah. My spiritual contemplation in the Order of St. Benedict is over. Farewell, Brother Gregor. Now back to those crimps. Let's hope they finally lead me to the bandit encampment. Which they're apparently going to do. I just need to head south. And I've been given the location. Still hungry though, let me just quickly eat this bacon. Genuine question. Without telling me, without like announcing the answer, does anybody know what happened there? Because I see a lot of guesses even from the people that played a lot of KCD. It feels like I accidentally hit a trigger to something that I didn't, or I transgressed maybe one time too many or something.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I'd neglected my duties, which I think I got caught for neglecting duties 3 times, right? Maybe 4. It would have said as much. But something triggered the guy to turn up and be like, that's not my son. I don't understand what I did. Why is the game not giving me, feedback on what I've done?
Yeah.
It just failed all the quests and left it there.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the Forbidden Book cabinet in front of them. Yeah, there is little bits and bobs like that, but I don't understand how it would go from you shouldn't have been looking in that cabinet to you're not who you say you are. How has this happened?
Yeah.
Because I spoke with quite a free tongue to all the other novices and explained that I was looking for somebody while inside. But I never once said to any of them that I wasn't who I said that I wasn't Carl. I guess would be the jail blood, so they called the parents your boy is bad. I would understand that, Siddles, if it said it, but it was... I went from having not mentioned to a single soul anything about the fact that I wasn't actually who I was saying I was, to the jig being up completely exposed. I don't know how... I don't remember doing anything that would have led to that. Because I said regularly to all of the novices, I'm actually looking for somebody while I'm in here, but I never once said that I wasn't Carl of whatever, Nilfgaard. I don't get what's happened there, that's confused me. One thing I really hate in games is when you make a colossal mistake, but the game doesn't give you enough information to learn from it, right? What lessons would I take from whatever that was going into the next one? Because I don't even know what happened. I don't know what I did to get punished, so I can't take anything from it or learn anything from it, right? There's just a lot of, like Trim says, there was an almost unreadable amount of quest spam at the top that was this failed, this well, this failed, this well, this failed, this well, this failed, this well. Exactly as that. That's pretty much all I'm left with, right? Never join a monastery under false pretenses. Yeah, because it's likely not going to work. might have to go right all the way to Ledechko. By the way, I asked everybody yesterday in Discord, I was like, in stream, I said, can somebody just write the word Ledechko in Discord for me? And the only person that did it was Cats, who's not really watched an enormous amount of this playthrough. He was the only person, and he tried his best, and he wrote Dedgecore, Dedgecore, because that's what he thought he heard me say. Dedgecore, that's the name of this town from this point forward. Bless him for trying. How can I get good, though, when I don't know what bad looks like as that? That's the question. You're on about speedrunning those Siddles. I think that might be the speedrun tactic. When you get to this point, just immediately get kicked out and then go and kill the first person you see. The whole monastery quest line done in 20 seconds. You told all the novices you weren't there to be a monk, including the one described as a tattletale. Did I say that I wasn't there for a... I suppose I did, didn't I? Yeah. But it would be nice if the game told me as much. I'm actually, while I'm here, I'm like, what, 2 minutes away from going to Sir Radzig, so I should go and tell my lord what's happened, right? Yeah, I guess I did speak up a little bit, but I thought confiding in people might help, but I suppose... Wait, what if I confided in the guy that... Wait, I mean, the game should have told me this, it's still fucked for not doing so. What if I confided in the actual guy that was hiding? I did, didn't I? If I confided in all of them, I confided in the guilty party, and what's the guilty party going to do? Go straight to the abbot and be like, fuck that guy. Is that what happened? That would explain it, but how would... I suppose... No. But then consider this. Not that. The father of Carl, the guy that I stole the identity... I say stole, the guy that I assumed the identity of with his blessing. He must have shown up to check on Carl and been told that nobody of that description is here. Then was there a word in the ear from...
And it's safe as houses.
Was there a word in the ear of the abbot from the bad guy that there was that I was not to be trusted? And then that news came through, and that's what... Because it was the morning of the third day, right? So maybe if you fucked up in that 3-day window, then one of them, then the abbot gets alerted because you've essentially asked, because I asked it to everybody, right? I admitted it to everybody, so I admitted it to the guilty party, which, thinking about it, was dumb. Or is this all a bit shit and I'm just desperately trying to stick up for it right now? Because it could very much be that as well. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. I shouldn't be having to ask these questions, though. Oh god, this has been quite the stream, hasn't it? A fucking shit show from start to finish, as always. You've upset me, if that helps. Yeah, good. Schmitz, it's all gone wrong. Like, really wrong. So when I was... yesterday, you might remember that I owned up to all of the novices that I was looking for somebody within the monastery, right? But if I owned up to all of the novices, I also owned up to the guy I was there to kill. So out of nowhere, the abbot turns up and accuses me of not being who I say I am, at the same time as the guy that I took the identity of's father arriving at the monastery. I was accused. Henry said, well, you're going to have to kill someone, so I tried to just kill somebody at random, got kicked out of the monastery, like properly jailed and exiled from the monastery. Then I snuck back in and just killed the first novice I could see, and it would appear I've been accepted into the gang. I think it was the right person, but I can't confirm it. So I'm going to go speak to Sir Radzik about what's happened.
Sir, I have news, and I'm sorry to say it's nothing good.
After everything that's happened, you have even worse news. That's almost impressive.
I'm afraid so. It's going to happen again, and on an even bigger scale.
You're full of good cheer, aren't you? What exactly will happen?
It seems the Pribyslavitz encampment was just the start, and they're far from defeated.
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who works for them, and let him recruit me.
Ah, God's holy hat. You never cease to surprise me, lad.
And what did you find out?
They have another much bigger encampment in Vranyk near to Sasau.
What do those bastards want? And who the hell are they?
To hurt us? Conquer the region? I'm not sure yet, but I can find out.
How?
I'm one of them now. I have their secret sign. I know where their camp is. All I have to do is go and take a look.
That's out of the question. It's too risky.
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get this, it will be child's play.
True.
I already passed their test. They trust me.
Then we'll have to attack them before things get out of hand. Ideally, right now, when they're not expecting us. Once we catch that mangy little shit, we can ask him nicely what he wants. But then again, before we attack, it would be useful to have a spy go and scout out how many of them there are and what they're up to.
I don't want you to take any unnecessary risks.
It's much less risky than our raid on Pribyslavitz.
All right then, Hal. Go there and find out how many of them there are, and what their plans are, whatever you can. But don't stick your neck out too far.
Yes, sir.
Godspeed, lad.
Do you know what, Trim? I should very much have been in trouble, but for some reason, I'm not. Okay. Eric, welcome to this. Eric, it's gone terribly. But I am now going to hunt down a guy called Eric. You didn't say what you did, that's why. I mean... was there any consequences to that mistake earlier? Other than missing out on a bit of gameplay? Has the world been affected by it in any way? They're not even acknowledged the fact that... Have I set in place motions that I can't unset? Or... They say we, but I feel like you'll be always, Eric, right? Lions led by donkeys, that's what I say. That's spoiler territory, okay. I hope so, anyway. Because I deserve some fucking serious ripple effects from that, but I expected them to get them there. What's the opposite of the royal U? The holy U, JCBP. Eric, are you well? Definitely gonna have to watch the VOD. So, I got kicked out of the monastery and just assassinated a random person. I've not had it confirmed that that was incorrect, and the cutscene following didn't even mention it. Maybe? I don't know. Let's go get washed anyway. I'll get the haircut buff as well. I think we need a mustache. Because if we're going to... Any good disguise needs a mustache. I'm not hungry though, am I? But I am getting tired. Are the bath ladies open? Yeah. There we go, you will. Hello, can you wash me, please? Mr. Capon's in here, I see. Hello, ma'am.
God save. What can I do for you?
You could have been a man of the cloth. Instead you used it to clean up after wanking.
I'd like
Oh.
to order something.
JCBP.
And what is it you'd like?
Which one is the... Is it dignitary? It's dignitary, isn't it? I think. Damn, I'll have to start waking up early. I can't be missing the good bits.
I'd like that.
Let's get the tash.
I'm
Got to
sure
hear
you'll
it,
be
Eric.
extremely satisfied. God be with you.
Clearly bandit material, no matter the outcome. Well, they've let me in, right?
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's service.
I'm so flustered today.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
My head's been spinning.
I've heard you have nice girls here.
Did I
I'm
just
sure
pay
you'll
for
be
it?
extremely
All right, there you
satisfied.
go.
God
Tee hee hee, everybody. Fuck's sake. Well, thanks to Kia's fucking Star Wars, that's about as close as we'll get. 6 hours. Yeah, there's 5 hours and 55 minutes of sleep. Get shanked by Teresa, yeah. Screen went dark, rewind. Oh, fucking hellfire, press wrong button. I actually didn't want to waste this time either. Because getting your clothes washed is like an hour or something. Oh, there we go. That was dumb. What is that? Alpha male. Your needs have been satisfied. Charisma +2. Got a bit of pep in his fucking step, hasn't he? Right, where am I going? How do I get out of here? Let's be off. A little Guardiola in my step. Right, we're freshly shorn. That's my charisma must be through the ceiling right now. It's only at 14, weirdly, but I don't have my charisma stuff on, do I suppose? Right then, let's go and see if they'll let us into this gang. I have no idea what I think suddenly. I'm like bamboozled entirely, so I suppose we just ride the current, right? Technically, I should be allowed in the gang right now because according to all the bits of feedback I'm getting, I've not made a single mistake in this game so far. Yeah, you've got to have 5 hours and 55 minutes of sleep, right? Oh, KCD. Like, this game, I go from loving it to being completely baffled by the decisions in it, to loving it again to being completely baffled. It's a real roller coaster is playing this. But I think it's good. But that's kind of indie games, right? Like, properly indie games. He says, like, it's sensible to expect full polish from AAA studios these days. Alright. Let's go to the camp, and let's just... I need to... How do bandits dress? In this game, they don't dress in any different way, do they? They dress in... They've got, like, Waffen rocks of the bandit colours and stuff, right? But if you think about it, when I went to try and do the quest at Pribyslavitz, I was tasked with, like, sabotaging the camp and scouting the areas and speaking to everybody in there and stuff. I wonder if we try and do it a bit more with this one. He's going to lose sleep over this again, isn't he? Yeah. I think it's cosplay. When I love a game, I really like. I get right into it, all in, balls deep, right? And as a result, I usually get so much like joy and satisfaction out of the things I buy. They're not just things that like pass by, or you sort of do a casual run of, which is good. But it's also bad in the sense that if there is issues or whatever, it feels like a real betrayal to your heart. Yeah. I overly invest, and 9 times out of 10 it's an amazing thing. And my hobby, if you can call gaming a hobby, is enriched by it. But every now and again, if there's an issue, I can't help thinking about it. Is gaming a hobby? I suppose gaming's a hobby in the same way that watching TV's a hobby, right? It doesn't feel quite as... It's not exactly like creating or crafting or... Yeah. I don't think it's a hobby. No, gaming isn't a hobby. It's a pastime, right? You just entertain consumption, yeah. But then, if you sat down and tried to get really good at, like, sewing or whatever, and you got exceptionally good at it, nobody would doubt that that's a hobby at all, right? If I sat down and wanted to get really good at League of Legends, that doesn't feel like consuming entertainment as much as trying to master a skill. Yeah, I think I agree with both saying you are like it's slightly more interactive than TV. It's a sport now. I suppose you're a sportist at that point, yeah. It's your addiction. Addiction is the fucking it's the word. You're an athlete, yeah. Getting old is a hobby. It is, Eric. I just want to stop. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a semantic debate, right? It's called, as usual, as most of the interesting things are. There's part of me that wants to say it's a hobby, but that's because I think I'm trying to justify the amount of time and energy I spend on it, right? I think streaming, you can comfortably call a hobby, right? Because that's an extremely active thing that you put a lot of thought and stuff into. But playing a game, I think mastering a game is different to, I don't know, it's weird. You don't have to play games for streaming, that's also true. Eric, welcome to the stream. Sorry, but Eric, thank you for 42 months and thank you for the Prime. How are we, Eric? I know how you are, I've been speaking to you. You put thought into this? Not really. Eric, enjoy another 4 weeks with no ads. How about that? Thank you, Eric, my love. Thank you for 42 months. The way top esports teams are, they're treated like athletes with training regimens and stuff, not just for playing. What are your arguments of why gaming is not a hobby? I don't know. Gaming, I actually, now that I talk about it, I think, in my mind, I think it just all comes down to what you personally think the word hobby means, right? If hobby is just a way to pass your time, then gaming's a hobby. But so is watching TV, right? And I don't think Netflix can be described as a hobby. But I think there are certain ways to interact with gaming that makes it not a hobby. Like if you're just sort of breezing through single-player games or whatever, that doesn't feel like a hobby. But if you're like obsessively trying to climb rank ladders or whatever in a video game, that starts to stray closer to being a hobby, or more of a sport, I suppose. In my opinion, a hobby is something you do to have fun or make money. Oh, yeah. I think my interpretation of a hobby would be the exact opposite. And I'm not saying one's right or one's wrong, but for me, a hobby is something that you do to sort of enrich your creative life, maybe, or your yeah. I don't know if I'd say board gaming is a hobby. I don't know what the dictionary defines as a hobby, yeah. An activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. So that's the definition of it. What does it say on this end? I'm wondering if it's a... Not that I don't believe you, by the way. But we've got like the Oxford Dictionary. Which is, it could be different. No, yeah. An activity done regularly. Okay then. Yeah, fuck it, it's all a hobby then. Yeah, no, that's absolutely... Yeah. If it's that vague, then everything's a hobby, I suppose. Does that mean if I go for a walk on an evening, that's a hobby? Yeah, I guess board gaming's a hobby, streaming's a hobby, Netflix is a hobby, watching TV's a hobby. Everything's a hobby. Walking would be a hobby. Shagging's a hobby. Okay. By definition, any form of just... Yeah, I guess. If that's the definition, then I'm completely wrong, then everything's a hobby. Right. How do I get into here? Okay. I thought I was sneaking up to this place, but I guess we're allowed in, right? Yeah, work would not be a hobby. Going for a leisurely stroll is 100% a hobby. They have felled a lot of wood to make this camp, by the way. This is where the bandits are that apparently might be coming to try and cause chaos in Bohemia. No, I said Hobbit, Siddles. I was laughing as if it was Hobbit. That's what was making me laugh. Discover all fast travel locations achieved. If your hobby is watching TV, you should really leave that off your CV. Yeah. Is there not a more interesting... Well, I was about to say, everybody, that if I have just unlocked all of the fast travel locations, that feels pretty endgame. This really feels endgame. I suppose then, we go back and wrap up as many side quests as we can find. Get all that sorted and all that away. And then come back and do this, just in case. I need this to be the only thing in my quest log. I'm going to be careful what I read from people who have played the game, obviously. I don't want any direction in any direction. Going on a journey with 8 companions over treacherous terrain to destroy a piece of jewellery in a volcano. That's a hobby, yeah. It's just such a... It feels just such a loose term. And kind of loses its... Yeah. I suppose the quest is called The Die is Cast, right? But then, this quest is still to do. So that can't be a point of no return if this quest is still to do. I think you've just been... Yeah, I think that... Exactly, Siddle. I thought that it was a more interesting term than just anything you do for leisure, right? The difference between, like, is just staring at Comedy Central or something like watching classical films, the latter being a hobby. But see, that's what I thought as well as that, but apparently not. Apparently everything's a hobby as long as you're doing it for leisure. Radware, welcome to the stream. It looks like I did. Yeah. Going into this camp looks like it's going to be a point of no return, and it said I will fail a bunch of side quests if I do it. Stop being mean to him. I would say it has something to do... Something you do... Has to be something you do regularly. You see, I would agree. It seems like we've all got a more specific definition of what a hobby is than the dictionary does, right? Menial tasks for one's enjoyment sounds better. Yeah. It's like Azar says, though, it's like Siddle said, it's like I've been saying, it feels like there is a more, and Satan says the same, it feels like there's a more specific definition than there actually is. Weird. I'm fucking bamboozled, though, today. This stream has been fucked. For those that were here yesterday, and are only just arriving, I got into the monastery, and out of nowhere, I was told that I'd failed everything, ejected from the monastery, and had to just sneak back in and kill somebody at random. And then I finally did all that. I did the next quest, which didn't acknowledge the catastrophe in the monastery one bit, then sent me up here to a point of no return. And now I'm kind of just wandering through the woods, bamboozled. I feel like this game has put me in a washing machine today. I just walked up to that bandit camp, Radware, which is part of the main quest, and it said you will potentially fail side quests if you haven't done them up to this point. Yeah, Satan thinks it's something interactive, yeah. My hobby is living in a house with round doors. Same cats according to Ziddles. Oh, KCD, why? You're such a beautiful game. Why are you fucking my mouth with these quests? Okay. The only things I have to do, all of these are repeatable, right? That's the Vatsik, the shooting the stuff in Dejkor. The fisherman in Ujits has offered fights if I want them, and that's the same for that. So the only quest I have left is the King's Silver, which is to try and reclaim the silver mines up in Skalitz. There's a side quest there that I need to pick up, and there's also a side quest there. I think... Is there any other side quests? I think that might be all of them. So there's one in Sasau, north of the monastery, and one in Ratai. I think what we do is go do the Ratai one. There's one at the top right in Ujit's trim. Doesn't seem so. Unless there's some area up here I haven't investigated. No. So let's get these done, and then it's endgame by the sound of things. All doors in Brazil around. Pebbles! Pebbles! It's hay. I don't fancy doing all the hay in the games. True. Can a hobby just be watching stuff, or do you have to be actively doing something? Like, can anime be a hobby if all you do is watch it? I don't know. Apparently, yes, Easy Green, according to the definition. It's very loose. If you do something for leisure, then that's simply all you need. All doors in Brazil are round. That's true if you live in the sewers. The door is the manhole cover. Are you saying old people in Brazil? Are you saying? So what you're saying is... Oh, I feel so... I feel like I've been chewed up, digested and pooed out today. You've got such a defensive attitude about hobbies right now. I guess I'm not defensive. I get it's one of the things where it's an interesting discussion, and an interesting discussion about what it is. But if the actual dictionary definition says it's simply something you do for leisure, then all of our ways to try and define it are kind of pointless, right? Siddles hates debate. Cats, I can't believe you said that about Brazil. I'm devastated. Radware. So sensitive. My so-called porn addiction is actually just a hobby. It's good to know. The dictionary definition be fucked. If you watch creatively substantive anime, for whatever definition of substantive you like, such as Vagabond or Fist of the North Star or whatever, it's a hobby. If you're just gooning to cartoon girls, not so much. Yeah, I don't know. In my mind, a hobby is it's a creative pursuit where you're like learning to do something, or learning to excel at something, or increasing your you know what I mean? You're using it to better yourself, not just to pass time. I think, like Trim and I agreed at the start, just consuming something doesn't feel entirely... It doesn't match that description, at least. They're not alcoholic. Drinking is just it's just their hobby, precisely. Liking music. Well, this is what we were just learning, Gwynplaine. We were having this discussion before. Then we looked up the definition of hobby, and it said anything you do for leisure. And we've all kind of had our minds blown that it's not something slightly more specific. Stabby, you welcome to the stream. How's it going? Only if you watch the plot. Trim. Be nice. Yeah, like yourself had masturbating through open windows. That's technically a hobby. I think gaining media literacy or familiarity with good art or whatever can be enriching once. No, I agree. I'm agreeing with you here, by the way. What I'm disagreeing with is the idea that the word hobby is so vague. Oh, I believe it is. I just wish it wasn't. Where am I? In Ledechko. Yeah, I'm just like on autopilot at the moment. I need to go back to Rata. You say that leisure. We say leisure. Yeah. I think it might sound a bit odd if I start saying it in the American accent, though. Leisure. Forgot about that. By those definitions, yeah, porn and masturbation are hobbies. And they're hot and internet gooners are hobby enthusiasts. I think we need a better definition for hobby. Yeah. Agreed. I live leisurely for leisure. Yeah. You're just specifying that the windows don't belong to his house. I think intentionally listening to music that enriches you somehow can be, like getting familiar with the artists from the blues genre, then following musical history through rock and into heavy metal or whatever can be a hobby. No, I agree. The thing is, Azar, is I don't think anybody's... The only person that's disagreeing with that assumption there is the dictionary, right? I think everybody that's saying, oh, X is a hobby or Y is a hobby. Yeah. It's having top 40 on in the background or listening to anything without intentionality wouldn't be a hobby, though. What we're learning is the dictionary has left it so vague that a hobby can be whatever you want it to be. So you're having a creative wank.
Yeah.
But I think the world's a better place if everybody has a hobby, a creative hobby, right? Creative output. Yeah, I'm not necessarily disagreeing with it. I'm just following my train of thought out loud. Good. Yeah, as long as that's what, as long as we're all aware that that's what's happening and nobody's actually countering anybody. Right? You're taking things everybody does and going deeper into them. Yeah, that's not. Yeah. But the thing, I keep thinking, yeah, that kind of explains it. But then I realise that that's not actually what it means, and then I have to keep... I think that's maybe what you picked up on, Siddles. Is this argument a hobby? Are we hobbying as we speak? Is this how they get us? I guess we are, right? We're sat here when we could be doing anything else, discussing what is a hobby in our leisure time, or leisurely wasting work time, or whatever. So typing in chat right now is a hobby. I enjoy Twitch for leisure. The leisure of seeing somebody play My Summer Car for months on end and its never-ending story. You'd be terribly sad if My Summer Car ended, Alkirion, don't you give me that? Oh, it has. Right, what am I doing anyway? Let's go and speak to the fucking headsman or whatever he's called. Your hobby is debating, yeah. See, that, by my definition, feels like a hobby, right? Because you're actively going out and learning how to better a skill. Choosing something that not everyone does and intentionally doing them. Like, not many people sew anymore, so learning to sew is a hobby. 100%. Yeah, that's a creative pursuit. Sewing is about the purest form of hobby I could think of, yeah. If you start side hustling, if you chip away from it being a hobby. This is also true for cats as well, yeah. Like, streaming for me is 100% a hobby. Because it's a funnel for a creative drive that I am spending time on trying to get, I mean, jokes aside, stuff sucks, or trying to hone. But the second I start paying the rent with it, or whatever, then I don't know whether I'd call it a hobby, even if I enjoy it. Can one do their hobby for a job? Yes, you can, can't you? No, you can't. Actually, that might be the first thing that could be answered by the dictionary definition, because the dictionary definition says it has to be for leisure. It's the only qualifier, right? I thought leisure was something bad, it sounds like, at least. No, leisure is things you do for your own... things you do in your own free time with no pressure for the sake of making yourself happy or content or whatever. Debates are the oldest form. Yeah, ancient Greeks and Romans would be so proud and drunk right now. True, yeah. I suppose. That's never gone away, has it, the debate as a hobby? My sense of what a hobby is something you put time and or effort in to enrich yourself, whatever time or effort enrichment might mean. Yes, I think we agree there to a degree. If you're enriching your free time, I suppose, right? I think if you go on Reddit and join masturbating communities and swap hints and tips, wanking anecdotes, etc., then you could call it a hobby, Chess. Maybe meet fellow enthusiasts in car parks. Also, masturbating is not a hobby, but doing it while wearing a funny hat is.
Last time, you cur. I went all the way to the mill for nothing. Clear off and don't show your face here again.
What's happening here? Everybody's crying. What's happening? Man.
No.
Tough. If your hobby becomes a job, could we call it a jobby? Someone does woodworking as a hobby and sells the furniture. Yeah, that's also true.
No.
What's wrong? Is there a problem with your husband, man? You don't seem to want to talk to me, and your husband is angry with me, because apparently, as we all saw in the best of, this is the guy that I tried to sneak up on and just saw me. Eric. Where's he gone? Mr. Headsman, sir, I hear you've got a quest. What is wrong with your dearly beloved? Hello, Mr. Pierpoint, can I have a word? Her chickens won't, mate, yeah.
You sent me to the miller, eh?
What? Well, it was just a sort of...
You're lucky. He really did owe me, and he was so shocked he gave it all to me. What do you need, then?
Do you know there's a girl crying on your doorstep?
I executed her husband.
What? You killed him?
No, not like that. It was done lawfully. She knew he had it coming.
So then, why...
Folk would like to drive her out of town. She has no one here. For a while, I thought I could take care of her, but it wasn't to be.
Why?
Do you really have to ask? I can't even go to the tavern for company, and no one would sup their ale with me. And when I die, they'll probably push me into a hole with a stick so as not to touch my corpse.
Is it really that bad?
I'm not complaining, mind. It's a well-paid job, if you don't mind being a pariah. They might look sideways at you, too, just for talking to me.
And that's what she's afraid of?
Exactly.
Doesn't that crying girl have any kin?
Can we have a name?
Poor lass. You could help her, though, if you wanted.
Me? How?
Elishka has no family, but her husband might still have some kin. Nobody will talk to me, but you could find out more.
Kill her husband and marry her. I don't think he was trying to do that. I think he was just trying to keep an eye on her, right? I 100% believe that a hobby can make you money. I do too, for the record. Yeah, I was kind of playing devil's advocate on behalf of the dictionary definition. Sometimes a hobby will turn into a job, in which case you now enjoy your job. I like the idea that that was almost something I didn't consider, the idea of enjoying your job. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to upset anybody, Eric, I think cutting their husband's head off will do it.
Why do you want to find her family anyway? Don't you want her to stay here?
I do. She's a splendid woman, but I'd never want to keep her here against her will. The life I lead isn't for everyone.
True.
What would she have to put up with if she stayed with you?
A lot. I can't deny. Most of the townfolk wouldn't give her the time of day, at least not in public. If we had children, it would be even worse for them.
That doesn't sound like a very happy life.
It's not all bad. It's a well-paid job and even respected in a way. And when someone needs a bone set, all of a sudden they forget your reputation.
Why would a headsman have a bad reputation? Like, is he not just an extension of the Lord's guard? Is he not an extension of the judge or the whatever? I don't understand why you'd have a bad reputation. Technically, you've killed a bunch of people, but did they not believe in capital punishment back in these days, or were they not crowding round to watch the executions? Because he yells off with your head while doing his job. No, that's his hobby, El Kieran. You don't want to hang out with a dude who might lop your friend's head off if the friend gets in trouble. But outside of, like, Reddit, it's not like police officers are seen as social pariahs, right? Maybe the guy was a menace. Yeah, maybe he only kills people to get after their wives.
How can I find out if there's any family?
Try asking Elishka herself. She knows a thing or two about them. But, in the end, you'll still have to go and find out something from the bailiff, or from the records at the rat house.
Probably felt as though the villagers should take care of the village problems. But I don't know, because this is... If you look at this world with 2025 eyes, it's like we were talking about, does Henry care about religion in this world? He doesn't know any option, right? That's true, though, Azar, but don't forget, I come from a context where there's no guns on police officers, right? That's maybe where my confusion lies. But Henry has grown up, and there's like 20, no, not 20, but probably 4 or 5 generations before Henry have grown up in a fiefdom where the rule of law is the rule of law, right? In 2025, he doesn't care about religion, he's just trying to fit in. But in 1405, or whatever this game's saying, it's in the very fabric of his being, right? And I think, like, I don't think they're all sat around like because we look back on this time and we sit here and we say, oh, that's a bit fucked compared to today, right? The idea that you have to be a serf for your liege lord and you've got no option but to serve and that kind of thing. But that's because we've got the context, right? But I don't know if they have much of a thought. I wonder, in my mind, Sothan, it's more likely that they don't like the headsman because the headsman is associated with death, as simple as that, right? And it's probably a religious thing as well because the headsman, even though the law is in place that these people should be punished, it does go against the Bible, does it not? Then again, people are stoned for... I'm trying to work it out. I'm trying to empathise, right? A cop was known enough to most people. Might be this, even if the event is justified, might be the same thing. I suppose, yeah. It's not in the very fabric of his being. I don't believe that people really believed in religion. They just pretend. What, you would think that people have been pretending to be religious this whole time? Yeah, I don't at all. I think it was as believed as the Earth is round. Exactly, like Trim says, they didn't know any better. That is a hot take password, yeah. Whose religion is it anyway, where kings are made up and the law doesn't matter? I think we sit here now, and we can talk about flat earthers another time, but we sit here now, we know when we think that the Earth is round, we think that simple facts, right? And I think that religion at this time was just as much of a simple fact as anything else, right? But I think Henry is lapsed as fuck, I'll be honest. I think he's young, so he's not got that much interest in it. But what I don't understand is, but what I think I'm starting to understand is, by that logic, that people probably don't like the headsman, because while the law is the law, and they don't know any different, the headsman is still associated with ending people's lives, which is against the Bible, right? Maybe that explains it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
My thanks.
You're
if
welcome.
only for the thought.
Well, we've got to speak to the weeping woman, shall we? And then we'll see about... Yeah. Like a martyr for hell in the name of the law. Exactly, Eric, yeah. Okay, we've got to Google another word here. What does pariah mean? Dictionary definition. Capital punishment isn't inherently wrong in Catholicism, and it's I guess it's not. Yeah, like I was saying, right? Stoning to death.
Nowhere to go. The folk would drive you away.
Better than being here.
Do you want to go wandering in the woods begging for food? You could stay here and...
No! I just can't. What's to become of me?
We'll work something out. At least here you have a roof over your head.
So it just means outcast, simple as that. Weird. Adderall, welcome to the street. Right, I think we'll speak to Alishka next time. Monday is when the next KCD stream is, right? Weird stance. Yeah, like as I was saying, there's definitely there was definitely capital punishment, right? But it's not that capital punishment's anti-biblical. It's the idea that somebody that takes somebody's life for a living is probably dooming himself, even if it's for a just cause, right? I think because of the absolute religious, religion is as part of their life as oxygen, right? Probably the idea... I mean, hang on a minute. What am I talking about this for? Is it not in here somewhere? What would it be? Society, maybe? Executioner. The profession of executioner dates back to ancient Egypt and Rome, reappearing in Europe in the 13th century. Before this, capital punishment was meted by the judges themselves or prosecutors or relatives of the condemned or other persons as suited. It was only with the advent of the executioner that all such tasks went under his remit. Although the executioner by his profession came into considerable money and it was a status symbol for a town to have its own, the hangman or headsman would be a social outcast. For an honest citizen to make any contact with the executioner was to lose respect, and the executioner himself had to endure a lot of discriminatory measures, sitting at a separate place in church and at the inn, not taking part in social functions and celebrations, etc. So you're automatically a pariah, but this doesn't say why, does it? The executioner took charge of punishments such as hanging, breaking knees, quartering, burning, and torturing. Okay. Drawn by horses or beheading. Maybe it's just as simple as if you see that guy, you're in fucking trouble. He had his assistants, a henchman who helped him with preparation and took away the bodies of the executed, but other tasks done by the executioner included the role of the knacker who cleared away animal cadavers, caught stray dogs and even sometimes cleaned up filth from the streets. The executioner might also oversee the town brothel, who's somewhat familiar with surgery, could set broken bones and dislocated limbs or amputate them in cases of gangrene. Sometimes the executioner sold articles directly related to an executioner to the superstitious. For example, the hanging rope, a hangman's finger, or amulets made from hair. That's a pretty good fucking side bet, right? That's a little hobby that he's got going on. Alright, let's get back to Teresa's then. We'll save, and then it would appear that we are pushing for Endgame next week. I think we're going to be playing Grounded soon, pretty good. So it just means outcast. I was thinking that there might be some etymology of the term pariah that meant somebody that was seen as, like, demonic or something, or that had the taint on them or whatever. I don't think there's any theological basis for that. Could certainly be a superstition to that effect, though. Yeah, maybe. You see where I was coming from, right? The only theological thread I can find is in Judaism or the Old Testament, interacting with dead bodies caused ritual uncleanliness. But unclean doesn't inherently mean bad, as far as I know. Christianity didn't pick up that particular thread. See, yeah, I guess that's the thing, right? You kind of, if you cavort with the dead, even in a professional sense, you're still a bit closer to that which everybody fears than people would prefer, right? Not immediately after Coffeeton, but probably. Yeah, I've enjoyed this to the point where I think I'd play another one of them. Put the guy's hair on it. Right, what a weird stream that's been. The first hour was monkey business. The second hour was the complete and utter fiery collapse of monkey business. And the third hour was Dictionary Corner. What a weird stream that was. Fuck. It's one for the dustbin. Thank you all for joining, though. I appreciate it. I'll be back on Monday for what would appear to be the run-in of Kingdom Come Deliverance ahead of The Forest, which we're obviously playing a preview of tomorrow, and Grounded. It's Grounded 2. A literally brand new game. It came out yesterday. We'll be playing on the next playthrough. But we've still got some KCD to go, right? So I'm going to sleep, and then we're going to log out. I'm going to do marbles. We're going to live happily ever after. Sure, but that's a superstitious perspective, if somewhat reasonable, not like an actual... Oh, sorry, yes, I must have... Yeah, that's what I was working towards. It feels like it's something that's not necessarily written in scripture that you should ignore these people because they deal with the dead, but it's something that would cause you to be a social pariah as a result of common superstition. Know what I mean? No spoilers, but Grounded 2 is so good. Like, so good. And I'm looking forward to it. Grounded 1 was one of my favourite... Well, one of my top 5 playthroughs on this channel. Super good. Right, that's going to do it. Aqua, welcome to the stream, though. Good evening. Isn't to say people didn't try and justify their superstitions with appeals to religion. Yes. I actually enjoyed that. I think getting lost in semantics or whatever has helped me get over my true disappointment from being exiled from the monastery. Right, I'll see you on Monday for the beginning of the run into KCD. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate everybody stopping by. However, for now, the Oranges need to win their 4th point on the spin. There's no chance this happens, but I have a feeling it could. Right, if you are in the Doomhaus Discord, you will know that when you join, which is linked down below with the !Discord command, you are randomly assigned a colour. That colour becomes the team you fight for. And if there is anybody that have suffered through one of the most bullshit streams in months, you can have a marble. And if your marble wins the race, you get the Person of the Century of the Day title. You get a point for your total, a point for that total, and to potentially qualify for August's Worm Olympics. I think Grounded 2 1.0 could be a straight up across the board better game than sub. Is it that good? And I trust you as well as that. It's not there yet, but I think it could get there. Shit. Right, if you would like to take part in today's marbles, you must simply type the password, and the password for today is fucked. Go. Yeah, we'll talk more when we start. Right, I'm going to go, after that mess, we'll go 16 people. In for the Oranges. Kelly, welcome to the stream. Good morning. For the Greens. Azar for the Greens. Eric for the Greens. Sothan for the Greens. Satan for the Oranges. Settles for the Oranges. Trim for the Greens. Alcarion for the Oranges. This is for Discord members, don't forget. Aqua for the Greens. Shaggy Dan for the Oranges. Adderall for the Greens. Cats for the Greens. Tag Slack for the Oranges. Schmitz for the Oranges. Bradware for the Greens. Can Bear get his first ever point for the Greens? Easy Green for the Greens. Lundios, welcome to the stream, and thank you, by the way. I appreciate it. Lundios, welcome to the stream for the Greens. Paula for the Greens. I only noticed earlier, by the way. Mindrake for the Oranges. 6-4 for the Greens. Password. This is the Discord's linked right there. So you need a team for which you're randomly assigned. But if you join the Discord, I can happily give you. I can happily tell you which team. But yeah, the Discord competition, alas. You are more than welcome to join. Oh, fucking hell, chat's all screwed up. Just fucking pop-out mode didn't work. Right, 22 marbles into the race. First person to begin with a go. I resist to participate in Augur's Worm Olympics. Oh, is he going to win it? Aqua says 6. 22 marbles into the race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I get Dougie? Oh, I didn't get Dougie. No, sorry, Dougie. Dougie for the... Have you joined the Discord? The link's right there. Paul has linked it. Yeah, we can give you a minute. If you click Paula's link, that will get you in. Yeah, the Discord split into 2 teams, so we play at the end. Yeah, he always misses me. Dougie, welcome to the stream. Right, I'll do the roll call while we're doing this. We've got 23 marbles entering. We've got Kit, Kelly, Azar, Eric, Sothan, Satan, Siddles, Trim, Alkirion, Aqua, Shaggydan, Adderall, Cats, Tagslack, Schmitz, Radware, Bear, Easy Green, Lundios, Polar, Mindrake, 6-4, and Dougie. 8 oranges and 15 greens. The greens have shown up in force. No whiteys now? Alright. We'll get you in for the next one. Password. First person to pick a number... Oh, it's already done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vors Lab. 23 marbles enter, and we go in 3, 2, 1. Right. Who's looking to qualify for the Worm Olympics here? So Vex or Chrisman, so it can't be an orange, but winning today for Adderall or Eric will qualify them for the Worm Olympics. Adderall or Eric win this, and they will have enough points to be currently qualified. All eyes on Adderall and Eric. Best of luck, team. We begin. Can the oranges win 4 in a row? The greens have 5 more marbles, and the oranges only had 8 to start with. Imagine. No, that's all good, Password. We do this at the end of every stream, so there's plenty of time. It's all good. Yeah, next time. Come on, oranges. We've done well this week. We need to get the points to within 25-ish. We could afford a few extra. Because there'll be a marbles at the end of every Worm Olympics stream. And obviously we've got the Wrigley thing to do. Trim's got a good drop on this side, but Mindrake looks a lot more central. Can Mindrake get down before Adderall does? Then Adderall, Radware. Shit. Shaggydan! Shaggydan in the lead for the oranges. Mindrake in second for the oranges. Third. But Trim's here as well. Shaggydan, stay on this track. It's extremely important. Satan's dead. Schmitz is dead. The oranges are down to 6. Alkarion's dead. The oranges are down to 5. Mindrake's dead. Siddles is dead. Fucking oranges down to 3. No way. Look at the greens. It's Shaggydan with about 2,700 greens behind him. What are you all falling off the level for? Leaving Shaggydan to do this on his own. Bless him. Not a bad attempt, though. Kelly's in the lead for the greens, looking for her first point of the campaign. Shaggydan still manages to hold on to third, despite there being only 3 fucking oranges left on the level. Shaggydan, Kitten, Tagslack. Do this. Oh, Shaggydan has fallen behind. He's now in 4th. Eric's going on this right-hand side to try and cause chaos. Kitten Kelly with a big slam. I looked at the K and that's all I went for. This is looking good for Kelly's first point of the campaign, though, I must admit. Can Kelly get on the list for the greens? Tag slack now. Shaggydan has fallen behind. Kelly! Oh! Shit. Kelly's first attempt at a point. What is happening? The greens have sometimes this week had double the marbles that the oranges have had. How is this happening? How are the oranges? How are the greens failing with double the marbles? I mean, today they didn't have double. They had 5 more than our 8, but... Tagslack, congratulations. Person of the century of the day. He's already written in Discord. He knows what he's doing. 4 fucking orange points on the spin. Like when the oranges were losing, it was obvious because they barely had enough marbles to compete. But when the greens are losing in the sim, Radway says bullshit. Aqua says bullshit. Azar says rigged. How many oranges died? It was actually like the only orange left. This is so good. Greens, I strongly recommend, by the way, that you completely lose heart. Right. Do you want to know another good thing as well? Team 1's won. Team 1 then, with fucking Siddle's put 200 grand on me surviving today. And 3 people joined him. Siddle's is 200 grand beat the 7 people on Team 2 that voted against the death. Gwynblade's threw 10 grand of his own money in the toilet because it was a deathless stream. Team 1, victory. Orange leading the charge on the channel points. Orange win. Lovely. 28 points remaining. We can do this. However, for now, I had this ready for the end of what was supposed to be another monastery stream. No, I got arrested a bunch, Paula, but I never actually died. So fucking good. Oh, you win. Good. I'll process you shortly. There he is. I see you. You are a green. Congratulations, password. Right, that's gonna do it. Well, like 8 guards that beat you in the hall. Yeah, no, I surrendered, Paula, and they arrested me and put me in prison. Thank you all for coming. I love you all. The oranges take the point. The greens defeated. Team 1 takes the point. Team 2 defeated. The game takes the crown. Stubbler defeated. Congratulations, everybody. Good work. I'll see you tomorrow for the forest. But for now, look out for friends of Doomhaus that might be live on Twitch right now. Thank you all for the bits, subs, hosts, raids, and everything. I think we should start doing jailless streams instead of the way things are going. You'll show up to the final battle like Quest for the Holy Grail and the cops will arrest you as the game ends. I thought that's how it might end today. However, I think we might be genuinely coming towards the conclusion of this game on next week. I will see you there for that. Forest tomorrow. We're going to learn more about the cannibals. But for now, Eric is prepared. Easy Green, Shaggy Dan, Eric, Radware, Azar, Schmitz, Paula, Password, Alkarion, Aqua, Azar, Dougie, and everybody else. Thank you all. I love you all. The final word for today is... what is a hobby?